Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We're here in Nightfall yet again. We're here at Juckanar Diggings. We had some issues with weird symbols and dead miners and a weird armed mining group coming in, so we're gonna go in the city to see what's going on. We could have used your assistance earlier, but Cormier is waiting for you in Fahranur now. When you're ready, you can meet her in there and see what's going on. Alright. Go get going then. Go get going. We did also pick up Milani last episode. Nice to have a new companion. The diggers were excavating the ruins west of here, and that's where we must go. I got her on a avatar of Melandru. She's like a standard dervish enchantment removal build, but I put her on avatar Melandru as it's her god. So let's make our way over into Fahranur. I'll defend us from attackers unless it would force me to abandon my post. Oh, that was me changing Milani's thing. If you remember, we did actually head out this way during when we were farming for rep. We did actually make a trek out to this location. We just didn't go in. I've never seen anything quite like these markings. What did this do to the diggers? I'm not saying, but I'm certain we will find their killers in the ruins. We will find and destroy it. Like, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So this is where all the scale were that we were farming up here. This is a little weird mission because you actually have to walk all the way to the mission. Ooh, a spear. 7, 10 to 15. Yeah. It's basically the same as my current spear. What's the difference? I like our current spear more. Here's Ghostly Sunspear Commander. I am Spear Marshal Cormier. We seek access to the Rusty Chamber. Your name means nothing to me. I warn you as I've warned the others. Death stalks these dusty halls. You must not enter. The sisters of Ado, your senses, Phantom. We are Sunspears. We shall pass with or without your permission. So this is one of those things about here is you have these traps here. These things that slam down. Here's Darik the Quick. The chamber is sealed. I will not allow you entry. We have to essentially kill him. And I did not bring any snares. Thankfully, I did bring damage. So we kill him, we get the stone tablet. Now we can take the stone tablets, I believe, over to this pedestal. Yeah. We should open up the door. There's some traps going on here. Ooh, let's drop item. One thing when you're running through here is you always want to make sure that these things have already fired before you walk ahead. Next chamber will also be sealed. We'll need 2 tablets to open it. Cormier, how do you know so much about this place? The Spear Marshal's duties do not end on the battlefield. Come, we must find the stone tablets. Basically, they're saying, plot. Video game logic. That's why I know so much about this place. There's also fire traps here that come out of here, so you want to be a little careful that you, don't get your entire team killed. Or more importantly, I guess, don't get Cormier killed. Because if she dies, the mission fails. Here's a relentless corpse. I actually think these are very similar models. They're not any of the ore guys. I don't believe they're the same models as any of the ore guys. Alright, let's get us a little sprint. What I like to do here is just make sure I pull the enemies out from behind any structures they're behind. Oh, Cormier. There we go. I'll make sure she ain't standing in the fire, because that fire does a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. The Ghostly Sun Spear up here. The bonuses do not kill the Ghostly Sun Spears, so we might try to do that. Alright, let's not kill the Ghostly Sun Spear, as I think that's part of the bonus. So I'll run through here and just kind of pray no one gets set on fire. Looks like nobody got set on fire, that's good. And here we have our 2 stone tablets. Let's drop them off in these pedestals. Excellent work. We must continue. The 3rd trial awaits. We're inside this city. This is pretty cool. You're here to destroy what lies within the chamber. Stand aside, Spectre. The air chamber is sealed with good reasons. Others have come before you, but the evil of the Apocrypha remains. The Apocrypha. If you truly oppose this Apocrypha, you will help us destroy it. Please, our enemies are the same. Let us work together. Your words ring true. Very well, I shall help you. I'll place this tablet back on the pedestal, but I need your protection to succeed. And now he's going to walk around at about 2 miles an hour on his way to the frickin' pedestal. Just let me carry it, please. These guards look really different. This is part of the armored group that came in here with diggers of their own. Definitely not Corsairs. It's always funny coming back to this mission with a really good team, because it's like you just absolutely blast your way through 9 through 13 now. Alright. Come on, pick up the pace, guy. A little bit faster. Sometime this century. Sometime before the heat death of the universe. Nah, he's just chilling. Doing his thing. Like, I respect it. One thing is, this never really feels much like a city. I get that it's supposed to be a city. It doesn't ever really feel much like a city, but it's kind of cool. It's their first like attempt at making like a big like indoor-ish structure. I think it's pretty cool. At least the design of it's pretty cool. I guess maybe the idea is that the buildings were inside of here and only like the walls survived, but oh, cutscene. The hell going on in there? The hell is that thing? Ah, let's look at a magical creature. It must be the Apocrypha that he spoke of. Thank you, Kadashi. I promise we will not rest until the evil is driven from this place. Well said, Milani. Onwards, friends, for the glory of the Sun Spears. So a little bit about this final encounter. This final encounter is actually kind of rough compared to the rest of the place. So one thing I always like to make sure I do before I actually take on the final boss of this mission is make sure I actually clear out everything. Instead of just YOLOing into it, so we're gonna do that. Stab. 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 Alright, I kind of want to try to get the group in front of the boss without pulling the boss. So let's see if I can just grab them and run them back a little bit. And maybe not aggro the boss at the end. There's all these tendrils and stuff coming out of the ground here. It's kind of wicked. I wonder if it has anything to do with that Nightfall that they talk about. I'm talking about. This final boss is pretty cool. It actually transforms into different specs. This reform carving ability. So it essentially has 4 forms, or 3 forms, excuse me. It's got a dervish, a paragon, and then a mesmer form. And it'll transform into the different ones. You'll be careful if you're in a really heavy melee team, because the dervishes do AoE damage. So because dervishes do AoE damage, if it turns into a dervish, it can nuke all your heroes, especially in hard mode. I really oversold this fight. But I've wiped on this fight multiple times when I'm playing through this campaign. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom... No, I stun a consulate.
Report, General Morgan.
You were correct, War Marshal. The Sun Spears have been recruiting and training new leaders.
We will need to increase our own forces as well.
With respect, Varish, the Sun Spears serve all the Elonian provinces.
If they serve all of Ilona, why are their headquarters here, in Istan, instead of Korna?
Your father taught me to trust the Sun Spears.
My father taught me to do what is necessary to protect my land.
Varish.
General Kaya.
She's some pretty cool armor.
You are dismissed, Morgan.
War Marshal, we are not finished here.
Prepare for our return to Korna. I shall join you shortly.
Yeah, they're going back to Corna.
He is a loyal old fool.
What news, Kayet?
The Apocrypha has been destroyed by the Sun Spears, but not before I gained what we needed from it.
Praise Abaddon.
Praise Abaddon.
What we need from it?
Prepare
Wait a minute.
the way. You lead, I shall follow. Nightfall comes.
Yes, my teacher. Nightfall comes.
Nightfall. Uh-oh. She up to some shady stuff. There was somebody watching him. But that will be the end of today's episode. I want to thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one when we figure out what the heck is going on with Varish. Bye-bye.